What is going on, guys? MitchCactus here, coming back with another Forza Horizon 5 video, and today's video will be talking about the newest and best way to be able to get the Trueno in Horizon 5 pretty easily, and of course how you guys will be able to get it if you're watching this video a little bit later and you might have missed the mark on the first method I'll go ahead and show. Before I get started, guys, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel with notifications on for the best glitches, tutorials, giveaways, etc. Only takes around 3 seconds of your time and helps me out a bunch. And just for reference, guys, the modded accounts from MitchCactus.com actually come with 3 Truenos and every other rare car, alongside with 900 million credits, tens of thousands of Superwheelspins, and etc. For more information about that, there'll be a link to MitchCactus.com in the pinned comment and the top of the description below. But now we're getting started, guys. So if you're yet to actually check or you're not aware right now, the Trueno is actually available through this week's Horizon Festival playlist. It is the second car to be able to unlock. You need 44 out of 61 points to be able to get it, so around 75% completion of this week's events. And I'm going to be going over the fastest way to be able to do it, what events you should do, what events are probably not worth your time, as it's definitely a good way to be able to prioritize certain events if you guys want to be able to unlock this as quickly as possible and not waste a bunch of time doing challenges that aren't getting you very much progression towards this car. Now, like I said, if you guys are watching this 1 week from when it actually came out or when this video came out and it's no longer available in this week's Horizon Festival playlist, stay at the end of the video, guys. I'll be showing you a few extra ways to be able to get this car very quickly. As you guys can see, new in Horizon 5, you can actually see all the points that are allocated for each event. Although I've completed them, they'll no longer show for me. When you guys are doing them for the first time, it'll actually give you a figure. For example, the playground seasonal game event will give you 3 points. Other events like the trial event will give you 10 points. Other events like seasonal championships will always be 5 points, and photo challenges and treasure hunts slightly less. Now, certain events I don't recommend you guys do right now, for the most part, for example, is events like the Horizon Arcade. Now, it kind of depends what time you're playing. It also depends how packed your session is, but a lot of the time when you guys are trying to do these Horizon Arcade events, there'll be no one else helping you guys out in the lobby actually playing them, so you guys will have to do them completely by yourself, and you need to make it past the first level, the first stage in the Horizon Arcade event to be able to actually consider it have been fulfilled and get the 3 points towards your Horizon Festival playlist completion. So a lot of the times I was trying to do these Horizon Arcade events, no one else was in the session, and it literally wasn't possible for me to do it within the 10 minutes provided, and I was just wasting my time. So that's something I definitely try to steer away from, unless there's a lot of people in your session that actually would be able to get it done fast. Then it can be very beneficial, but for the most part, probably not worth your time. Other events that are very good in terms of your time in relation to how many points you'll get is the trial event. Now, sometimes it is a little bit dependent on your actual teammates in order to win, but for the most part, very good way to stack up some points. The seasonal playground games events are not very good. You only get around 3 points, I believe, and it takes around 10 to 15 minutes. If you guys lose, you have to do it again. The danger signs, of course, speed traps, very good. There are a lot of tunes going around right now for each of the cars you can use that makes it very simple and straightforward. The seasonal championships are also very good, but can be quite difficult. A lot more difficult than I actually expected for some of them. Although you only need to have be completing them on highly skilled difficulty, sometimes it can be pretty hard given the car restrictions and the fact that you're using retro saloons, for example, in this event that a lot of people don't have much experience with. And considering how slow a lot of the cars you guys need to use for the challenges are, it's not very fun. It can be a little bit repetitive, and the handling on all of them sucks, so it can be a little bit difficult, but definitely a good way to get some points. And of course, the photo challenge is one I definitely recommend you guys do. It only gets you around 2 to 3 points, but this one in particular in this week, photograph one van in Guanajuato. Definitely didn't pronounce that right, guys, but it's pretty straightforward. You basically just head over here to where it actually is, literally just get in a van, like a Ford Transit van, take a photo, and that's 2 points. Definitely the quickest way to get points out of any of these challenges, that photo challenge for this week. Sometimes they can be more difficult, but for this one it's very straightforward. But that's about it, guys. If you guys just prioritize which ones you do, of course you want to get the monthly rivals done first. I actually did this a couple of weeks ago, because you only have to do it once in each month and it'll stick through every single week. So that's pretty much it. I'll show you some content on screen now of me actually unlocking this when I first hit 44 points, but that's basically the best way to go ahead and do it. Now, if you guys are watching this in the future, or you just don't have the time, you're not available to be able to get the 44 points, another way to be able to get these cars pretty easily, and right now a lot more people will be putting these on the auction house. Like I said, if you're watching this in the future, it won't be as necessary or not necessarily as relevant that a lot of people right now are doing it, but just going forward, now that there's a lot more in actual circulation, There'll be a lot more of these being put up on the auction house for pretty cheap prices, and they'll be fairly easy to go ahead and snipe if that's what you guys are going to want to go ahead and do. Then I've done that a few times before. That's actually how I got my first one, and I got another one on a wheel spin when the game just came out. But you guys can buy them, of course. You don't want to go and buy them for around 11 million, definitely not worth your time. So I recommend chucking an advanced filter on for a max buyout of around 10 million. This will ensure that your market isn't just flooded with ones that are way too expensive with unrealistic prices, and ensure they're a lot cheaper. Now 10 million was in fact too actually high, so I'm going to go on and make it even bigger, or even smaller, sorry, the max buyout, to get a little bit better of a spread, and there should be none. So if you guys go in and out of here constantly, chances are every now and then you're going to see one pop up. You want to try buy it as quickly as possible, and chances are someone could unlock these, not really know how much they're truly worth, and put it up for a very cheap price, and you guys can capitalize on that and get one for just a few 100,000 credits. That's definitely something I recommend. The only other way to be able to get them, if you guys didn't watch this challenge or you missed the challenge and you don't want to get it off the auction house, is through a wheel spin, which is pretty much just keep it all up to RNG. It's not really something I'd recommend, guys. But that's going to wrap it up for this video. I just want to keep it fairly brief and give you guys a good tutorial on the best way to be able to unlock this right now. That's going to wrap it up. Like I said, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe. A bunch of these are available in the modded accounts from MitchCactus.com, so feel free to go ahead and check that out if you guys are interested. Thank you all so much for watching.